This video gives a brief overview of the features of the new ABC-CLIO databases that we now subscribe to. There's a couple different ways you can get to them. First, from the formanschool.libguides.com library website, there is a link directly on the right to all of the ABC-CLIO databases, or you can go in through databases and ebooks. If you go in through databases and ebooks, you'll see the link to the ABC-CLIO databases right here on the left, as well as search boxes for other databases that we subscribe to and that you can access individually. But for this video, I'm just going to go over what happens when you go into the main ABC-CLIO database page. We subscribe to 10 different ABC-CLIO databases. They're all very similar in how they're laid out and arranged, but we're going to look at American government and issues to get an idea of a couple of the different features that the databases have. So here's the American government database, and if you go in there, you see on the main page they have different stories which are usually tied into current events, but that you can also go in through topics and get a list of all of the major topics that the database covers. You can see here on the topics page that there are lists of different topics that you might be likely to be discussing in an American history or American government class. And so we're just going to go into types of government. As you can see over here in the left-hand navigation, you start with an overview. And then there's an activity based on the topic, along with an activity worksheet that you can download and use with students. There are also discussion questions. There are links to additional articles that are related to the topic, and then media visuals, maps, and flags related to the topic. And depending on the topic, sometimes there'll be just pictures, sometimes there'll be video, but different related media for the topic. You can see here is an image of the Magna Carta. And then here under documents, there is the full text of the Magna Carta for students to examine, as well as links to many other primary source documents that are related to the topic. There's also a section on facts and figures, which will of course vary by topic. And then a glossary of key terms students would encounter in their reading. Now we're going to look at the Analyze section, and we're in the Issues database now, but this Analyze section appears in all of the ABC-CLIO databases, and it's meant to arrange articles and topics in a way that helps students engage in some critical thinking about what they're reading. So here are several different topics and subtopics in this database, and we're going to look right now at the civil rights movement. Each Analyze section begins with a key question that students will be considering as they look at different source documents. This section starts with a need to know, which gives basic background information and then links to related entries in the left-hand panel, both with the background essay, more information on individuals, groups, video that are related to the topic. And that will vary, of course, by topic, but will always include that background essay in order to give students a fuller understanding of the topic they're examining. After the need to know and background information, students are given a dilemma with several defining moments to help them look at a topic from a variety of different angles. Next comes the Investigate section, which gives discussion topics and activities related to the topic. And then finally there's the Doing More section, which points you to online resources outside the ABC-CLIO databases that might be helpful as you explore a topic with your students. The resources in these databases, including the articles and activities, were designed specifically with the needs of high school students and high school teachers in mind. So hopefully you'll find something in here that can be useful in your classes.